Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Carrisa Rahma Yuliana and my student number is 2252035 and I'm from class PBI 02. So in this opportunity, I would like to tell you about International Phonetic Alphabet. The first, what is International Phonetic Alphabet? The International Phonetic Alphabet, or we can say IPA, is an alphabetic system of phonetic notation based primarily on the Latin script. It was devised by the International Phonetic Association in the late 19th century as a standardized representation of speech sound in written form. The IPA is used by lexicographers, foreign language students and teachers, linguists, speech-language pathologists, singers, actors, constructed language creators, and translators. The IPA is designed to represent those qualities of speech that are part of lexical, and to eliminate accent prosodic sounds in oral language such as phones, phonemes, intonation, and the separation of words and syllables. To represent additional qualities of speech, such as tooth gnashing, lisping, and sounds made with a cleft lip and cleft palate, an extended set of symbols may be used. Segments are transcribed by one or more IPA symbols of two basic types, such as letters and diacritics. Occasionally, letters or diacritics are added, removed, or modified by the International Phonetic Associations. As of the most recent change in 2005, there are 107 segmental letters, an indefinitely large number of suprasegmental letters, 44 diacritics, not counting composites, and 4 extra lexical prosodic marks in the IPA. Most of these are shown in the current IPA chart. So the second is History of International Phonetic Alphabet. In 1886, a group of French and British language teachers, led by the French linguist named Paul Passy, formed what would be known from 1897 onward as the International Phonetic Association. Their original alphabet was based on a spelling reform for English known as the Ramic alphabet. But to make it usable for other languages, the values of the symbol were allowed to vary from language to language. For example, the sound sh in shoe was originally represented with the letter C in English, but with diagraph ch in France. In 1888, the alphabet was revised to be uniform across languages, thus providing the best for all future revisions. The idea of making the IPA was first suggested by Otto Jespersen in a letter to Paul Passy. It was developed by Alexander John Ellis, Henry Sweet, Daniel Jones, and Passy. Since its creation, the IPA has undergone a number of revisions. After revision and expansion from the 1890s to the 1940s, the IPA remained primarily unchanged until the Kiel Convention in 1989. A minor revision took place in 1993 with the addition of 4 letters for mid-central vowels and the removal of letters for voiceless implosives. The alphabet was last revised in May 2005 with the addition of a letter for a labiodental vowel. Apart from the addition and removal of symbols, changes to the IPA have consisted largely of renaming symbols and categories and in modifying typeface. Extensions to the International Phonetic Alphabet for Speech Pathology, or XIPA, were created in 1990 and were officially adopted by the International Clinical Phonetics and Linguistics Association in 1994. Okay, so next is modifying the IPA chart. The International Phonetic Alphabet is occasionally modified by the association. After its modification, the association provides an updated, simplified presentation of the alphabet in the form of a chart. Not all aspects of the alphabet can be accommodated in a chart of the size published by the IPA. The alveolo-palatal and epiglottal consonants, for example, are not included in the consonant chart for reason of space rather than of theory. 2 additional columns will be required, one between the retroflex and palatal columns and the other between the variginal, and glottal columns, and the lateral verb would require an additional row for that single consonant. So they are listed instead under the casual block of other symbols. The indefinitely large number of tone letters would make a full accounting impractical even on a ledger page, and only a few examples are shown. And even the tone diacritics are not complete, the reverse tone letters are not illustrated at all. The procedure for modifying the alphabet or the chart is to propose the change in the journal of the IPA. Reaction to the proposal may be published in the same subsequent issues of the journal, as in August 2009 on the Open Central Vowel. A formal proposal is then to put the Council of the IPA, which is selected by the membership, for further discussion and a formal vote. Nonetheless, many users of the alphabet, including the leadership of the association itself, deviate from this norm. The Journal of the IPA finds it acceptable to mix IPA and ex-IPA symbols in consonant charts in their articles. Okay, so the next is, let's see the IPA chart. So this is the International Phonetic Alphabet Chart, or we can say the IPA chart. So if you look at the chart, it is actually divided into three parts. The first part is vowels, the second part is diphthongs, and then the third part is consonant. First of all, I would like to start with the vowels. Vowels divided into two, short vowels and long vowels. There are 5 long vowels and there are 7 short vowels. But this time I would like to explain it one by one. The first sound is short vowel E. 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 For the example, you can find this sound in the word sheep. Ill. Sheep. Ill. The second sound is long vowel E. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word sheep. Sheep. Feet. Heat. Next sound is short vowel U. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word put, cook, cook. The next sound is long vowels U. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word food, moon, soup. The next sound is short vowel A. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word man, pet, neck, neck, man. Next sound is short vowel E. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word ladder, address, again, again, ladder. So the next sound is long vowels E. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word girl, burn, dirt, burn, dirt. Next sound is long vowel O. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word sow, pot, hall, pot, sow, all. Next sound is short vowel A. 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 For example, you can find this sound in the word cat, pan, hat, cat, pan. Next sound is short vowel a, a, a. For example, you can find this sound in the word sun, pat, hum, sun, run, pat. So, next sound is long vowels a, a, a. For example, you can find this sound in the word car, heart, far, car, heart. Last sound in vowels, we have short vowel o, o, o. For example, you can find this sound in the word con, hat, pop, con, hat, pop. So, that is the vowel sound. Okay, so let's next to diphthong sound. There are 8 diphthongs. The first sound is ear, ear, ear. For the example is here, dear, near, here. The second sound is a, a, a. For the example is name, bake, date, hate. Next sound is ur, ur, ur. For the example is poor, cure, sure. Next sound is oi, oi, oi. For the example is toy, joy, soy, toy. Next sound is o, o, o. For example is bone, bow, home. Next sound is ear, er, er. For example is share, where, fair. Next sound is I, I, I. For the example is my, bite, mine, lie. The last sound in diphthongs is ow, ow, ow. For the example is how, down, gone, out. Okay, next is consonant sound. The first of consonant sound is p sound. P sound is stop consonants. P, p. P sound divided into two, aspirated sound and simple sound. For example of aspirated sound is pie, peanut, pen. For the example of simple sound is apple, super, hoop. Next is b sound. B sound is stop consonants. B, b. The example is pet, pipe, boat, pet. Next sound is t sound. T sound is stop consonants. T, t. The sound is divided into two, aspirated sound is and simple sounds. The example of aspirated sound is take, tan, top. Example of simple sound is today, tonight, empty, today. Next sound is d sound, d sound. D sound is stop consonants. The example is date, done, deaf, date, deaf. Next sound is ch sound. Ch sound is affricate consonant. Ch, ch. The example is chair, China, culture, culture. Next sound is j sound. J sound is affricate consonant. J, j. Example is char, chum, jean, jean, join. Next sound is K sound. K sound is stop consonants. K sound divided into two: aspirated sound and simple sound. Example of aspirated sound is car, card, code, card. An example of simple sound is confirm, collect, joker. So next is k sound. K sound is stop consonants. K, k. The example is game, code, begin. Next sound is f sound. F sound is fricative consonant. F, f. The example is food, foot, fine, face. Next sound is v sound. V sound is fricative consonant. V, v. The example is very, vain, voice, vain. Next sound is t sound. T sound. The sound is fricative consonant. The example is thank, din, thumb. Okay, so next is the sound. The sound is fricative consonant. The, the. The example is the, then, they, then, they. Next sound is a sound. As. A sound is fricative consonant. The example is sun, sun, sea, sun, sun. Next sound is z sound. Z, 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 z. Z sound is fricative consonant. The example is zoo, zip, zeal, zoo. Next sound is sh sound. Sh, sh. Sh sound is fricative consonant. The example is she, shirt, shoe, she, she. Next is z sound. Z sound is fricative consonant. The example is fission, leisure, usual, fission. The next is m sound. M sound is nasal sounds. M, m. The example is man, make, made, met. The next sound is n sound. N, n. N sound is nasal sounds. The example is nose, nose, nail, need, need. The next sound is sound. Ung, ung, ung. Ung sound is nasal sounds. The example is angry, singer, jingle, angry. The next sound is h, h. H sound is fricative consonant. The example is happy, hard, hook, hope, happy. The next sound is L sound. L, L. L sound is lateral sounds. The example is late, light, led, late. The next sound is R sound. R, R. R sound is median consonants. The example is red, raid, rude, road, red. The next sound is W sound. W, W, W. W sound is semivowels. The example of the sound is one, we, wet, why. The last sound is Y sound. Y, Y. Y sound is semivowels. The example is yes, Yell. Yes. Yell. Okay, so maybe that's all my explanation about International Phonetic Alphabet or the IPA chart. Thank you for your listening. I hope you understand the material. If I made a mistake about the pronunciation, I'm sorry. See you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.